Hey folks, as we continue going through the 10 Commandments in Exodus 20 this coming Sunday morning, we will be on Commandment 2, the second commandment of the Lord, to have no idols. Do not make them, don't worship them, don't have them. And so we're going to talk about that on Sunday morning, specifically looking at Exodus 20 verses 4 to 6. So I want to encourage you again to read Exodus 20 as we go into this Sunday, and we'll see how this commandment to have no idols is actually the first one that's repeated. It's also the first one that the Israelites disobeyed, and so there's a reason God has it there. There's a reason that we're called to have no other gods, and including to have no idols. And so we'll look at that on Sunday morning. I'm going to challenge you on Sunday morning to flee from idolatry. It's so easy for us to fall into that trap as sinful human beings. So I'm going to challenge you to flee from idolatry and really run to the Lord. The answer to idolatry is not to just try to will ourselves to not fall into it, but to run to Christ, to run to the cross, to run to Jesus. And so I'm going to challenge you on Sunday to do that. So read that passage of Scripture, pray that God will prepare your heart for the message, for that time of worship and fellowship together. And we'll talk about a couple reasons to have no idols. They're pretty obvious, of course, just as we see last week with to have no other gods, and we talked about how the Lord is God, and He's the only one who's worthy of worship. And so we'll look at a couple things this Sunday and hopefully be able to challenge and build up and encourage one another. So join us at 9 o'clock for our prayer gathering, at 9:30 for our family groups, and then at 10:40 for our time of worship. And then we'll have a members meeting right after that for those who are members of the church. Looking forward to seeing you on Sunday morning.